Oh, I, as a Rotarian, have one.
All right, can we stand for the pledge?
Yes, that would be great.
The pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mrs. Ray and members of the board, there is an amendment to the agenda. And we can just loosely call that public participation. I believe that Dr. Bueller may have a comment or two about opening day, and I do have a comment about one of the resolutions on tonight's agenda.
Okay, so then with the changes in the agenda, do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So move.
Second.
Motion by Sue, second by Brad. Aye.
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 Thumbs up by Mag. All in favor? Motion carried. And then we can move
Sorry,
on.
was that 7? I had an issue logging in with my password.
Yes,
Thank you.
because Dale's on too, right?
Let me just confirm that Dale is on. I do not see Mr. Colton on just yet.
All right, so 6. I'm sorry, Janet.
That's okay, thank you.
Dale's internet is lagging.
Yeah, he's always 5 seconds behind.
And who opened the meeting? I'm sorry to ask, but like I said, my passcode wasn't working.
I did.
Thank you.
And Janet, we did amend to add public participation.
Thank you.
Okay, so do we want to start out with the capital project update?
Yes, at this time, I'll turn it over to our friends from Turner Construction for an update.
All right. Am I allowed to share my screen currently? Give it a shot here.
Yeah, you should have access to share your screen, Julian.
Okay.
And Dale is just entering now to the room.
All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Thank you. Yes, Julian, it's up.
All right. All right. Well, good evening, everybody. Another capital project update here. Typical theme is the last few. We'll go through a little bit of closeout update and then some progress updates for Vets Park. And then just a little wrinkle at the end. We'll talk a little bit about the park opening plan as we're getting a few months away from the Vets Park completion. So we'll start with closeout first. We're getting down to the very end for the early phases, phase 1, 2, and 3.1. We're down to just one punch list item for phase 1. We have the parking lot site lighting upgrades that are due to happen here in February. And then for phase 2, we have one remaining open punch list item, and we're just waiting for the new drinking fountain in the corridor to come in. So that's expected to come in in February as well to get that last item taken care of. Open change orders. The only open change order we have is for phase 2. We recently did some corridor lighting upgrades just before the holidays and over your break. So we're waiting for that pricing to come in from the contractor to get it processed and then around for signature. Any questions on closeout for the first couple phases?
No.
All right. Get into Vets Park update. So we'll start with the baseball team rooms and press box. So we're continuing with the finishes. Since the last meeting, we had window shades get installed, which you can see in the top left picture in the press box for the baseball, as well as the countertops that the announcers will be able to sit at. The bottom right-hand picture, we were able to finish all of the roofing detail work, which included the gutters and downspouts, which you can see there at the existing building A, the baseball team rooms. At the multi-purpose field team rooms, just before the holidays, we got the transformer back. We were able to bring permanent power on site. So what you see in the top left-hand picture there, some of the exterior light fixtures we were able to get turned on. So we got a little picture of those in the morning hours a couple weeks ago. The center picture, that's your concession stand for the multi-purpose field. And we were able to get the tile work completed in that area. So now we're installing sinks, the grease hood above your stove tops and skillet, as well as some of the stainless steel countertops. The right-hand picture, we're progressing the communications work through the building. So you're looking at your communications data rack and some of the cabling that's been pulled throughout the building. So they'll continue to fill that rack and start some of the terminations over the next month. So some of the more exciting stuff that happened since the last update. So I think last time I showed you guys a picture of the walking trail lighting that was installed and talked a little bit about how that light projects through the sliver in that light fixture. And one morning we were able to turn them on and get a nice picture from the opposite side of the field there of those lit up, projecting light towards the fields there. And then the bottom right-hand picture, this was actually taken early this afternoon. The long-awaited press box is on site. We swung it into position earlier today. So tomorrow, the bleacher contractor will be back. They'll get the platform set up and made safe for the other contractors to access the press box and get the power turned on. That way, that central hub for all your video board and the Musco lighting and that can start to get filled out with the controls, and we can start to turn those items on in the next month of February and into March. The park opening plan. So we're a few months away from starting some events over there. So we're going to hold a meeting in late February with the district just to go over some of the nuances, some things to think about, and some things that we've run into in some of our past park projects that we've done just to be ready for it and have a month and a half or so to get it planned and everything lined up for that opening in April. The weather dependent site items that were put on hold around November when the weather turned on us, we're going to start those up as soon as the weather breaks in March, and we're going to push them to get done as soon as they can. Another thing that we're doing, the Turner work to complete list. So we started populating essentially our punch list throughout all the buildings to try to get all the nitty gritty details taken care of before Hunt is scheduled to walk their punch list in late March, early April. The goal there is to minimize that punch list and have fewer items to complete as we're beginning to turn this facility over to you guys. The contractor's substantial completion date for the project is 4/30/21, end of April. But like I mentioned before, we're going to be pushing them as soon as that weather breaks to try to get as much of that facility done and ready for you guys as soon as we can. And at this point, we fully expect that at the beginning of April, most of that facility will be able to be occupied for practices, teams being able to get into the team rooms, things of that nature. So a little bit weather dependent, but we're on track for that on time turnover and hopefully get you guys in there a bit sooner than expected. Does anybody have any questions?
Julian, when will the lights for the main, the Musco lighting for the illumination of the fields be operational?
So we can currently turn them on and leave them on. Some of the control work for like the uplighting and the display lighting, we need to get the press box online with power and get the touch screens down here with Musco. I actually had a phone call with Nathan over at Musco Lighting last week. He's ready to get out here as soon as we have that power on and he's able to get down and start up. Another key factor is hopefully we get a little bit of a warm spell here to melt some of the snow on the field. He needs a clear field to make sure all his aiming and everything's right when he comes down to do the controls for the lighting. But that should be a 1-day trip, and we'll line up training for the lighting as well on that same day.
And then I guess the last question deals with the scoreboard. Is that approximately the same timetable?
Yep. So the scoreboard is much more dependent on that press box getting swung into place. So now that that's there, once we get power and the electric heater in there up and running, we'll give Mark McAllister at Toth a call, and he can come down and get all his equipment mounted, set up, and programmed, and to get the scoreboard up and running.
Great, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Any other questions?
I'm good.
All right, well, I'll stay on the line if anything arises for the rest of the board meeting. Feel free to ask.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julian.
Yep.
And if we can just turn the screen back to Levi, there we go.
Okay, so do we want to go to reopening?
Certainly. Good evening. So today, students who elected to return to our hybrid instruction program returned to campus. It was great to see our students and staff back at school. At the end of the day, I happened to have a conversation with Ms. Pavone from Prospect, and she indicated that the day at Prospect went very well. The students had no issues with the masks, and that overall it was great to once again have our students back on campus. At this time, we will continue to monitor our community rates of infection, and as long as we believe we can have students and staff on campus safely, we will continue to do so.
Awesome. Okay, then does anybody have any questions for Mark? Okay,
All
we'll
right.
turn it over to Bob then.
Okay, just a couple of quick updates. Just for the board's calendaring, we have some presentations scheduled over the next board meeting or two, and we may be asking the board for a special meeting to kind of do a financing update based on the governor's latest proposal. It dropped late this morning, early afternoon. I haven't had a chance to go through it. I haven't seen any of the updates from the statewide associations. It's about what we were expecting, and we'll have some more information, but we may be asking the board for a special board meeting to talk about financing in a pandemic budget. So more information will be coming, but on February 2nd, we'll have an update on grants, and grants are a critical part of our funding as well as our staffing plan and our program plan. So Dr. Beeler and Mrs. Dudek will be doing a presentation in early February. And then for the month of March, we have a presentation on our annual professional performance reviews and our staff evaluations, and those are still occurring even in a digital platform and a hybrid platform. And that has a lot to do with the tenure process, which will be coming up in April, May, June, and early July for some staff members coming up over the next few months. So we wanted to give the board an overview of that process. And then the last issue, which is really the primary issue, is later tonight, we have several resolutions regarding property acquisition. And as I had mentioned last meeting, we are at the point where we have both verbal and written contractual agreement on 3 parcels of land that are adjacent to the main 50 Iroquois campus on Fern Avenue, 90 Fern to be specific, an unnumbered parcel, which is adjacent and right next to the bus garage, and then 635 Front Avenue, which is the house next to the unencumbered, unnumbered parcel of land that touches the bus garage. So it's important to note that we have 2 of those 3 contracts under written agreement between the seller, their attorney, the school district and our school attorney. And the last parcel at approximately 4:45 today, I had confirmation that it will be in our hands, a signed and executed document. So in the spirit of being completely transparent and forthright with both the board and the community, we at recommendation of council are also including the third parcel that touches the bus garage property most adjacent to the bus garage. That paperwork and signed executed agreement for sale purchase should be in the attorney's hands as of tomorrow. If by some chance it gets lost in the mail or the dog ate the homework kind of scenario, our remedy would be to try to execute that again and re-sign the documents, or simply when we go to print the resolution for the community to vote on, if we don't have it by the deadline, which seems very unlikely based on all of the parties' agreement, then we would just simply withdraw that from the resolution and then proceed with the 635 Front Avenue and 90 Fern property. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that on advice of council, to just be completely transparent and share with the board and the community that we do have some COVID business transactional delays because of getting the parties together safely. But both attorneys and the seller and the school district agree that we're comfortable making this recommendation for the board to consider this evening for a March 16th referendum to purchase those 3 properties. And that's it. Tracy, you just want to unmute. There we go.
Realized I'm talking.
Wouldn't be a Zoom meeting if it didn't happen once.
All right. Thanks, Bob. We'll move on to our consent agenda. So we need a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
Motion. Second, Barb.
I think it was motion by Meg, second by Barb. All in favor? I'm gonna do a roll call. Sue,
Yes.
Brad, Barb,
Yes.
Meg,
Yes.
Dale,
Yes.
Carrie,
Yes.
and I'm a yes too. So all in favor, motion carried. Then item 5, under our new business, is our resolution for issuing the seeker negative declaration for the purchases of properties. So we need a motion to approve the seeker negative declaration.
Motion.
Motion
Second.
by Brad, second by Sue. We'll do a roll call vote again. Sue,
Second.
are you in favor of it?
I'm also in favor of.
Okay. Brad,
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg,
Yes.
Dale. Dale's thumbs up. Carrie,
Yes.
and I'm also yes. So all in favor, motion carried. Then item B is our resolution for acquiring the parcels of property and for entering into the lease with the Seneca Nation. So we need a motion.
Motion, Meg.
Motion Meg,
Second, Carrie.
second Carrie. Are there any questions? All in favor? I'll do a roll call again. Sue?
Yes.
Brad? Brad's a yes. Thumbs up. Barb?
Yes.
Meg?
Yes.
Dale? Thumbs up. Carrie?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm a yes. All in favor, motion carried. Item C is our resolution for acquisition and entering into the lease. Seems like the same thing. What's the difference, Bob? What's from this one?
Let me just pull up both of them. I just want to make sure. One is authorizing the vote and the other is the purchase of the properties.
Okay. Okay, so we need a motion to approve.
So
Motion.
moved.
Second.
Motion by Sue, second by Brad. Are there any questions? We'll vote. Sue,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg,
Yes.
Dale. Yes, thumbs
Yes.
up. Carrie,
Yes.
and I am also a yes. All in favor, motion carried. And then item D is the adoption of the vote for March 16th. So we need a motion to approve.
Motion, Barb.
Motion by Barb,
Second, Carrie.
second by Carrie. Are there any questions? All right, let's vote. Sue,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg.
Yes.
Dale's a thumbs up. Carrie,
Yes.
and I am a yes. All in favor, motion carried. Item E is our Board of Election, our voter registration day, our special meeting and our special meeting and vote and our voter registration workers. So we need to approve all of that, that the vote will be March 16th. And our workers. So we need a motion.
Motion, Brad.
Motion Brad,
Second, Meg.
second Meg. Are there any questions? Okay, let's vote. Sue,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg,
Yes.
Dale, thumbs up. Carrie,
Yes.
and I am also a yes. All in favor, motion carried. Item F is our district special meeting and vote development calendar. So we need a motion to approve that. The development of the calendar.
Motion, Meg.
Motion by Meg. Who seconded that?
Give it to Dale.
Yeah, because he's
Give it
on
to me.
the
I'm on a delay, different time zone.
So we got a motion by Meg, second by Dale. We'll take are there any questions, first of all? Okay, let's vote. Sue,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg.
Yes.
Dale is a thumbs up. Carrie,
Yes.
I am also a yes. All in favor, motion carried. Item G, our allowance disbursements. So we need a motion to approve the allowance disbursements listed above. Do we have any questions on those? Okay, let's
So
vote.
moved.
Oh, yeah, we need a motion, don't we, first? I'm getting ahead of myself. Motion by Sue, do we have a second?
Second.
Second.
Was that Barb or Brad?
Barb.
So we got a motion by Sue, second by Barb. Now, are there any questions? Okay, now we can vote. Sue,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg.
Yes.
Dale is a thumbs up. Carrie,
Yes.
I am also a yes. All in favor, motion carried. And let's see, we have our memorandum of agreements. So we need a motion to approve the memorandum of agreements for SSA, STA, CSU, SSSO, SASA, SA, SSSO. I think I've got them all. Confidential managerial. So we need a motion to approve all of those memorandum of agreements.
Motion, Brad.
Motion Brad,
Second, Meg.
Second,
Meg.
Dale.
Sorry.
Give
Dale,
it to
you-
Dale.
Give it to Dale, because,
Yes.
okay. So we got a motion by Brad, second by Dale. Are there any questions on any of the memorandum of agreements? Okay, let's vote. Sue,
yes,
Brad,
Yes.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg,
Yes.
Dale. Is a
Thumbs
thumbs
up.
up.
Yes.
Carrie,
Yes.
and I am a yes. All in favor, motion carried. And then item I is our bid awards for the surplus weight room equipment. So we need a, what's that?
This is Karen. I just wanted you to know that two of the, like you are on the bid and also
Yeah.
Brad is. So I don't know how you guys want to handle that, but just FYI.
Yeah, I was gonna abstain because I'm the big winner of benches.
You know it. All right, thank you.
Okay, so we need a motion to approve the equipment and the bid awards.
I'll motion. Carrie.
Motion by Carrie,
second, Sue,
second by Sue. Are there any questions? Okay, then we'll vote. Sue,
yes,
Brad,
I'll abstain as well.
Barb,
Yes.
Meg,
Yes.
Dale is a yes, a thumbs up. Carrie,
Yes.
I will abstain. So that's 5 in favor, 2 abstentions, motion carried. Item 6 is our board information and reports. And then our upcoming events. We have our next Board of Education meeting, February 2nd, Groundhog Day. And now, do we want to move into the retreat?
Yes, if we can have the board members, Mrs. McGarrett, Dr. Bueller, and the administrative team and Mr. Shep join us. Thank you, everyone. We do not anticipate returning this evening for any formal action after the retreat.
Thanks, everybody. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Thank you all.